Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today, bringing you a Fallout 4 wishlist video. Now, before anything, be sure to check out the link in the description to my previous video. It is a little series I kind of started up. That's my 5 games that I'm going to recommend for you guys to play before the announcement of Fallout 4, so you can get that post-apocalyptic fix. Anyways, awesome batch of wishes we have here today, folks. I hope you're super excited, because I am. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it with the first wish coming from Tiger B. Hoy 1996. I'm not sure if I'm saying it properly or not. I apologize. Anyways, he says, I think they should add a perk for a special type of crafting. You would keep the usual repair mods, ammo craft, etc., but when you select this perk, you can combine them to make essentially, quote, super weapons or advanced mods. Say like adding 2 hunting rifles to make a double barrel hunting rifle, or putting knife/katana for a bayonet. Kind of like what Dead Rising does, but making it in a different way. The higher the perk level, then the better. So basically, I like this idea here, but it's probably our most far-fetched idea we've used in this series in all like a total of 24 episodes now. It is a very good idea, and I think the most doable idea, for lack of better words, would be the knife/katana one to put a bayonet on the end of your weapon. But why I'm doing this wish is because I like the idea of, instead of, we always talk how we want to use miscellaneous items and stuff to craft the weapons ourselves, but what if we already have weapons? Can we combine those like he has in this idea here? Now, I don't think we're going to be able to put together 2 hunting rifles and make this double barrel hunting rifle, and if Bethesda knew a way to make that possible, hey, I'm all game for it. But the more believable one, putting a bayonet on the end of your weapon, I do like the idea of that, because this leads into a wish that I made a really long time ago, like I think one of our first 5 episodes, where there has to be like a melee button, because if I'm putting bayonets on the end of my gun, I need to be able to use that thing, man. So put a melee weapon, not make me take out a melee weapon, if you're trying to, or if you get what I'm saying here. My point being, back to his wish, I like the idea of using weapons and combining them together to make new, awesome, better weapons. And the idea of super weapons, while the double barrel hunting rifle is not so believable, I could see where he's coming from, and I can definitely see something crazy like that. But those are our unique weapons, which we'll find in the end of caves and whatnot, so I'm sure we'll get our fix of, quote, super weapons. But I like the idea of combining weapons. Anyways, moving on to the next wish from FlashBash64. He says, I think they should make more creepy enemies. Centaurs and the Master from Fallout 1 literally had me shaking. I want them to try to recreate that. I like the idea of this a lot. Now, Centaurs, I can't vouch for him that I've been freaked out while playing this game. Centaurs are some messed up looking things. The Master is as well. Even though I haven't played Fallout 1, I have seen screenshots and stuff. I've done my research on them for super mutants and stuff just because I was curious. Anyways, point being is that, for me personally, if there's 2 things that freak me out in Fallout, it is the ghouls in the metro tunnel, where all you hear is them yelling and stuff, and you have no idea where they're coming from, and they hop out of nowhere and scare you. Happened to me all the time in Fallout 3, and mainly in New Vegas, where you just be walking around, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere would come a freaking death claw, and it would fly in at you and practically kill you in one hit. Those are the 2 things that scared the crap out of me, but especially when I saw a death claw, I knew I was screwed, and that feeling, as horrible as it is in the time, when you're looking back on it, on how it makes you feel in the game, how desperate it makes you feel, how you will take out any gun it is possible to wipe this thing out because it's so scary and deadly. I like the idea he suggests here, and I definitely think that Bethesda should add more creepy, scary, deadly enemies. That's not to say that you should add more bloatfly-like enemies, those pieces of crap that poison you and just absolutely annihilate you in 5 seconds, even though they're half your size. But, enemies as demented-looking as the Centaurs or the Deathclaws, maybe not as deadly as the Deathclaws, but you get what I'm trying to say here, is that we want scary-looking enemies that really look like we're in a totally messed-up universe. And the final wish, coming from Colton Copeland, probably my favorite one in quite some time. He's talking about archery, ladies and gentlemen. He says, I would love to see archery in Fallout 4. This would be great for beginner weapons, since arrows could be retrievable, as well as advanced weapons for higher levels, such as crossbows. This would open a new weapon class, basic bows to crossbows with scopes. This would also give us a new silenced weapon. Another thought is the higher luck you have, the more likely your arrow won't break after being fired and is retrievable. I really, really, really like this idea, because we all know that Fallout needs a revamped stealth system. Hell, so does Elder Scrolls. They need to design the levels and caves so that I can choose my playstyle, but that's a whole nother wish. Yes, archery. Yes, 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 yes. Basic weapon, great idea, because you can even craft a bow very easily if you find some wood somehow in the wasteland. You find some wood or you take it off the side of a house, I don't care, man, and you make this bow. You can string it up yourself, so it's a good beginner weapon if you're going to learn how to craft weapons. And it's also good because, like he says here, you can retrieve your arrows, so it's not like you're always running out of ammo. Like in Fallout, like how we said in, I think it was 2 episodes ago, how it's so easy to just find ammo and you never feel desperate. This would give you that chance to kind of feel like a hunter, like you have to make your shots count, and if you don't, your arrow might break, and it actually makes investing in the luck skill, personally, if you ask me, worth it. The only thing I think it was worth it was in Fallout 3 was the my favorite rare weapon. For some reason the name eludes me, but when it comes flying down from the sky, I think it was the alien blaster. Comes flying down from the sky. If your luck is high enough, it's just a random event, but when your luck's higher, it obviously has more of a chance of happening. But point being is that this would give a skill that I have never touched in all, like, combined 300 plus hours in Fallout, a reason for me to invest in it, because hell, I am all down for using crossbow bolts, because then that brings up another idea, is different types of bolts. You could put fire bolts, poison bolts, etc., sleep bolts, whatnot, into this crossbow or arrow if you want. And basically, this brings in a whole new element of gameplay. And Colton Copeland, my friend, great idea. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Fallout 4 wishlist. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below, what do you want to see next in the Fallout franchise? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. As always, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, keep my discount codes in mind. Other than that, my Fallout lovers, stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.